Selamat pagi. Assalamualaikum. Sekejap Okay. Assalamualaikum. Selamat pagi. Kita terbangun awal hari ni, so kita rock on sebelum pergi kerja. So pagi ni kita nak buat quest. Kau ambil ke tak? Ambil lah, buat jual. Lompat. Bagus gila mod ni. Dia beritahu bila nak pekat. Salah jalan ke? Aku rasa macam aku salah jalan. Wow. Ay.
I'm free to seek my rest. I made a bet with Hunfaring on the way back to camp. Did you find the runes? That Mer owes me 5 gold. You've done well. Just a moment, and I'll assemble the key. I hope so. If they're not worth thinking about right now. This will be quick.
Jangan.
There, it's done. Let's go.
Aku rasa aku dah pernah explore tempat ni. Saya pernah explore dulu. Sebab ni map lama. Map lama tapi aku baru nak buat
Now to
quest
find
ni.
the others. Meldil. Thank Ariel he's still alive. Meldil, have you seen the others?
I tried to stop him, I couldn't. Urikanta. He's here. He's tracked the others. He's using their souls to form the gate. You have to stop him. The gate opens onto a shard of Aetherius. Without the soul-binding rituals, the gate will close. Take my amulet. It should let you see, touch Aetherius. You'll have to make a decision. Break the bindings, or kill the students. Just beware the thirsters. The overlay with Aetherius has allowed powerful spirits into the undercroft. They're what brought us down here in the first place. Be careful. If one gets a hold of you, you could get pulled in yourself. The souls must be released, one way or another.
No.
I'm in your service. I'm going to tend to Meldil. We'll move to the room just behind me. We should be safer in there. Of course, but speak quickly. It's a name we're all trying to forget. Urikanta is very close. Was very close to me. Tellinger cast him out of the guild, and forbade him to use magic again. He couldn't understand that power has to have limits, that some costs are too high. You can see here what he's willing to do for a taste of power. How long do you have? I'm sorry, this is just not the place for a protracted metaphysical conversation. It may be enough to say that Aetherius is the spirit realm, the land of the dead.
I see.
I can't begin to guess, not without more information, but the use of the Malari Mora, it may have twisted, broken off a part of the spirit world. If a mage were to gain access to such a place, the power, that sounds like Urikanta.
Okay, let's go.
I'm going to tend to Meldil. Of course, but speak quickly.
Tu aku dah buat dah map ni. Sebab kalau belum buat mesti dia ada macam boss somewhere, sky shot somewhere. Dia kosong macam ni, quest je ada, maknanya aku dah masuk lah. Tapi tak buat quest je lah.
Aetherius calls
Aduh.
for you.
Okay, saya dah keluar. Oh. Okay. Okay, kena main macam ni. Hide. Bapak annoying ni. Babi annoying.
Make it stop!
Okay.
Join the mists
My
of
thanks. The
Aetheria.
spell will cloak you from the spirits.
Stendar see you safely to your rest.
A token of my thanks. Help me.
Gila lag ni. Allah.
This spell will help you move past the spirits.
Help me.
We've got this!
Yang kacau Isobel. Ambil sini. Isobel, are you okay, Isobel?
Your life force will feed the dead.
We're still standing. Be proud of that.
Of course we stay standing.
By the light of Uriel, you've returned. You are a capable sort. Stars guard your steps. I'm going to get us out of here. Put a stop to this madness. Find Urikantar and end him.
Kantang mana? Bye-bye Urikanta. You talk siapa I
Tellinger's latest pawn approaches. Hold a moment before we continue the game. The old Mer and I have played the game for some time now. So sad to see another soul caught between us. Of course you have. He can't possibly let me go. Can't possibly let me succeed. It no longer matters. After you're dead and gone, I'll find new vessels. Draw forth the power I need from them.
Apa dia plan sebenarnya?
And I hadn't planned to be here. I planned to take over from the old Mer and perform the life binding with Aunt Derwin.
No.
Instead, look at me. This is my last chance for a legacy. To own and control a shard of the Arthur. I wouldn't have it any other way. Come, let's see which of us lives to tell this tale.
Silap lah kau. Kau ingat aku siapa?
Mora. Secrets of Aetherius will be mine.
Split up! Apa? Ciao. Mana kau duduk? Jauh ke?
I'm with you, my friend.
You return. I'm almost afraid to ask, but what news? Remarkable. I'm not easily impressed, but you've done it. And Urikantar disappoints to the bitter end. Such a waste. All that remains is to tend to the wounded and continue the research. With the Mora in hand and Urikantar dead, Isduin will soon be at peace. I'll see to it.
Your quest to improve never ends. Just like a knight. How can I help?
Tak naik level kan kau? Lah sikit lagi. Sikit lagi. So let's go do some killing. Let's do some killing and increase her levels.
Roll free!
Come. The more the better. Shit. Kena snare pula. Yeay, Isobel A level. Sikit-sikit Isobel. Say.
Ready to write the next chapter of our...
Pakai baju Isobel. Isobel pakai baju ni.
Battle to remember!
Bangkurai. Kita nak buat quest Isobel. Kita nak buat quest apa? Ada quest tak? Orang tempat ni. Baik, kita nak gambar sini. Sini semua. Okay. Okay, let's go Isobel. Kat mana? Lah kat dalam ni ke? Dah hack. Tapi di mana ya? Kat mana? Oh ni. Okey.
Ah, there you are. Go inside and talk to Captain Colleen. Find out what happened at sea. I need a moment to collect my thoughts.
Zaji.
Zaji is glad to see you, Walker. But there will be no reunion with the perfect hounds. She is gone. This time for good. The terrible storm was the end of her. And that is not the worst of it. Zaji has lost Queen Irene and Casca too. Zaji must admit he was sleeping in his cabin when the storm hit. He woke up with cold water climbed into bed with him. The next thing Zaji knows, he is being fished out of the sea by strange knights. I'm saved, Zaji thinks. Then they tied me up.
Memang samakan dia orang jahat.
The annoying knights, yes. Zaji heard the commander talking. The Lord, they called him. He was angry the Alliance leaders did not wash ashore with Zaji. Zaji did not see the Lord's face, but he spoke like a Breton noble. Zaji could hear it. Zaji lost Queen Irene, and first mate Casca too. The wind and the waves must have carried them somewhere else. The Lord and the Magus, the Order's leaders, they swore to comb every beach until they found her. And the others too, Zaji supposes.
Oh, ada dua. Dia ada Knight dengan ada Magus. Orang jahat ni. Ada dua leader. Satu Knight, satu Magus Magic Wizard.
Funny. First time we met, you were the one fished out of the water. Now look at us. I owe you a great debt. And I owe Dockmaster Arnauld a debt of a different kind. I visit High Isle often, and I thought he was a friend. Ah. An armored mage and a gang of ruffians were waiting at the shallows. They clubbed down all who made it ashore. Dockmaster Arnauld showed up, and I thought we were saved. But the mage, a Brent noble by his voice, paid him to walk away and leave.
Yeah.
We were nearing landfall when a huge storm swept out of nowhere. I looked for the light at Gonfalon Head, but the lighthouse was dark. We were blown off course, crashed upon some rocks. I lost sight of High King Emmerich, but somehow made it to shore. I'm not sure. I didn't see any of the royals when I waded ashore, and I was the last one from my ship to make it to the beach. The tide turned as I swam in, and no one was washed up after me. I'm afraid you won't find the High King at the shallows.
Zaji has decided no more drinking until Queen Irene is safely back in his arms. Maybe that was a dream, never mind. But Zaji wants the Queen and Casca to be safe. He will help you and Lady Arabelle foil these villains and rescue the Queen.
If there is any way I can help with your investigation, I am at your disposal. I want to find Prince Ernskar as much as Lady Arabelle. More, even. I remember it like the ripples in my favorite pond. A storm blew up without warning. My ship was driven onto the rocks near Aminos and broke apart. All were cast into the sea. When we reached shore, those rogue knights grabbed us. I did not see what became of him. He might have been trapped in the part of the ship that was swept away. Or maybe the currents carried him to a different part of the shore. Or he might have drowned. I know that many of my crew did. If there is any way I can help, I remember it like the ripples in my favorite pond. A storm blew up without warning. My ship was driven onto the rocks near Aminos and broke apart. All were cast into the sea. When we reached shore, those rogue knights grabbed us. I did not see what became of him. He might have been trapped in the part of the ship that was swept away. Or maybe the currents carried him to a different part of the shore. Or he might have drowned. I know that many of my crew did.
Kesiannya. Okay, betul.
Over here, dear, we have much to do. I adore this view. Isn't the Colossus a wondrous sight? Still, gazing upon it does nothing to quell my anxiety. Somehow the Ascendant Order learned not only about our secret peace talks, but that the Alliance leaders were going to attend. And neither do we. We're not even sure they're still alive, but we must hope. Your help has been invaluable thus far, my dear, and you've earned every piece of gold in this pouch. We'll find the Alliance leaders and unmask the Order. We have to. Just as the Colossus watches over Gonfalon Bay, I was supposed to keep the Alliance leaders safe. I failed in that, but at least they aren't in the Ascendant Order's hands. Not yet, anyway. What did Captain Colleen and the others have to say, dear? Breton nobles? Yes. We heard that as well when the Ascendant Lord and the Magus were speaking in the crypts. That's something to go on. And if the Alliance leaders didn't end up in the shallows, we'll need to look elsewhere. What else, dear? Well, that's a lead we can investigate. I'd like to have a chat with Dockmaster Arnauld about that and a great many other things. I detest being lied to, and he did it with such conviction. You're still on retainer, dear. Would you care to join me? The Dockmaster's home overlooks the harbor to the west. Jakan and I will meet you there. First Quentin, now this. I hardly know who to trust. Times like these, I take a moment to contemplate the Colossus in the harbor. It helps clear my thoughts. That's one of the wonders of the archipelago, dear. The locals are very proud of their statue. Even if few of them know the real story behind who it represents. I like it as well. One of the reasons I bought the manor. Such a spectacular view. The Colossus of Gonfalon Bay is Baron Admiral Bendu Olo, though most on the mainland would know him as the Colovian King of Anvil. He formed the All Flags Navy around 2260 in the First Era to gain vengeance against the Slow for the Thracian Plague.
Oh. Aku nak ambil slot tu macam katak ah. Ada virus tu ah. Tu ah, plug tu. Thracian plug.
The largest allied naval force in Tamrielic history. Ships from every nation and province participated, and many of the vessels were built right here on High Isle. The fleet launched from here and rained destruction upon Thras for their treachery. Nothing, my dear, but you asked. Lord Bakara selected High Isle for the peace talks because of that history, though. The All Flags Navy recalls a time when disparate people united in common cause. He hopes to inspire the delegates to do the same.
Yeah.
The Dockmaster's home overlooks the harbor to the west.
My blade is yours.
Sikit.
These Ascendant Order thugs give knights a bad name. Glad you're doing something about them.
Jom lah, off dulu lah. Ngantuk. Dah ajak semua kerja. Okay, thanks all. Thanks for watching me. Tata. Tengok ni. Itulah dia King of Anvil. Anvil tu kat sini. Sekejap. Gold Coast. Ni, Melvin. Dia macam bandar Roma. Okay, bye guys.